Hello and welcome back to F1 League of South Africa. We are here at round 11 in the 16 race championship, which means we've only got 5 rounds left of this enthralling championship fight between Franz and Quagga Roberts, and even GSL Weeze is starting to come into that forte. And with 5 rounds to go, Franz has just got to keep Quagga Roberts and GSL Weeze at an arm's length to become champion for the first time in F1 in South Africa. We are racing around the Suzuka circuit today. And after last week where I wasn't here, because I was at work essentially, I would have wanted to be here instead of work. Hopefully we can have a great race, and due to my phone being dead, I can't actually check the championship standings, but all I know is that Franz is leading the way. And last time out, GSR Weeze took a wonderful win. So GSR Weeze trying to close the championship gap even more, hopefully today, and hopefully see it a great finale, which I believe is at France, but I'm going to try and get that changed to be Vegas, because I think we'll want a finale at Vegas. I am joined today in the commentary box by a regular face now, Fizz Bungle.
The finale at Vegas.
Why not?
It's Vegas.
I prefer a finale at Vegas and frickin' France, bro.
No, whoever picks France is equally as bad. Brazil is the more fit choice.
Yeah, I can back that. Brazil would be perfect. But anyway, short qualifying. We've got a very small grid today for usually. So, you finish getting points at the moment, but still won't take away from what is usually an action-packed qualifying, because we have all the regular contenders for race wins here today, except from Quagga Roberts. So,
dun dun dun.
GSR Weeze will be able to gain significantly on him today, and it would be if GSR Weeze wins this championship, that would be one of the best stories we see. Joined halfway through the season as a reserve, and goes on to win. You know, he's now full-time at Williams, so he'll be looking to go well. And obviously,
he's only just been taken up full-time.
Yeah, but it was because there are still full-time seats everywhere. He's replaced Afrodox, who's left the league. And we've got Dry qualifying.
Now, if I'm a TP, no offence to anybody in here, but unless your name is Franz, in a bit, lad, get me in there.
I mean, in recent weeks, even if Franz is there, you're going to take Weeze at the moment, but because his form has been insane. But only 13 cars on the grid. Hopefully we get some more join through qualifying, but this does happen on the rare occasion. Melt's retiring, probably a qualifying ban. But this does happen on the, not a regular occurrence, but an irregular occurrence, I should say, because obviously South Africa has its issues, which, well, me and Fizz are a bit sheltered from, which means not everyone can race every week, and, you know, we'd love to see it, and the more people in this league, the better. But everyone's coming out on the track now.
Oh my god, no way. Oh, fuck, Jesus Christ. Divan has just hit the sickest drift I've ever seen. He's ran completely onto the grass for some reason on entry to turn 1, has hit the most beautiful drift ever, killed the advertising board, and lived.
Whoa,
he's in the gravel again.
You'll catch a few people out this track, I believe, especially controller players. I mean, he's in the gravel again. That's not going to be nice for his tyres, and he's drifted again.
Is he okay?
Well, this is a bit of a weird start to qualifying, it has to be said. Divan
is he
diving into the gravel, it seems.
Way! He's kept it on track.
This is a great start, isn't it, really? Lenny, in the Ferrari today, hasn't had the best of seasons, has to be said. But with a smaller grid today, maybe he has a chance of going for an unlikely podium this season. Same with the likes of Calmboy. I don't think he's been on the podium this season either. If he has, my apologies.
A podium. Anybody can get a podium.
Hey, do not disrespect Boom Roker. That was a phenomenal drive.
I'll disrespect Boombroker as long as he drives an Alpine.
Damn. So Enzi,
I don't hate him. I hate the French.
Also in the Alpine. Going into the hairpin now. Taking a very wide line. Arnie's had a bit of a wobble, and we got yellow flags in the final sector as Divan is about to start. Well, he has started a lap going through turn 1 now.
I mean, you can just immediately see, like, Divan is terrified of this track. I mean, I would be too.
Oh, there's the first major spin of the qualifying session. And he's done
chilling.
Well to keep it out
okay?
the wall. Actually, as that will allow Snotcop to... No, it'll be Whitwolf. Whitwolf to go through. AlphaTauri having both cars here today could be crucial to get some points in the championship. So...
How many teams have actually turned up with 2 cars?
We've got Mercedes...
Just 2, I think.
McLaren, AlphaTauri.
Oh, just it disacknowledged Melt's existence, sorry.
Yeah, nice one. Melts does exist. Although I don't think he wanted to exist after Imola. After he had that win taken away from him, because we had to do it on countback, because the lobby broke. So Melts still hasn't had a win.
Just had to remind him of that, didn't you? Been 3 weeks, man's got over it.
No. What it is. Whitwolf will be the first to set a lap time then. He's obviously gone purple in the middle sector. As we come into the Casio Triangle, this looks alright from Whitwolf. In the number 32 AlphaTauri car. To the line then for the AlphaTauri 128.6, and that is a decent lap time, I'd say. They're at the opening
For
stage
the first lap, everybody's going to want to play it quite safe early on. Jesus Christ, Wheeze.
That is, if I recall, 2/10 off of Franz's time trial time.
Why do you remember? Right, never mind.
I saw it on my it popped up on my YouTube because I'm subscribed to Franz, right? So I just watched the lap, and it was a very good lap. Like, it just the car wanted to stick, but that's only 2/10 off of his time trial time, which is in perfect condition. Cheddar going to 27.3. Cheddar's had some brilliant pace lately, has to be said.
Oh yeah, he's been absolutely flying.
Yeah,
I mean, don't rule out Trey. Podium. Trey's been a bit unlucky recently. Probably nobody but himself to blame, really, at Belgium, but
yeah, just
I'm sure
strategy call. Divan, and we kind of all saw that one coming, didn't we? He's into the at the end of sector 1, puts it into the wall through the long left-hander, and Divan just struggling with getting to grips with this car. He is currently in 11th. Everyone's setting a lap time at the moment, apart from Melt and Ironland. Melt will not take part in this session due to a qualifying ban, but GSR Weeze is the pace setter at the moment, ahead of Cheddar, ahead of Enzi. So fair play, Enzi. You're going really well around here. Fran's down in 7th. I don't think that's a positive lap time yet.
I think we just hadn't quite noticed that lap time from Franz was quite weak, I mean, for his standards. Whether it was a mistake or yellows or whatever held him up. You got to think he's definitely got more time in that, at least 6/10.
I'd be worried if he didn't, but he's still giving it the full beans with the spoon curve. There's an awkward run of corners. Elo wide, popping up to 3rd. 28.0 for him. The lap times are falling. And Franz is 1.3 seconds up.
I'm ready for Wheeze after, like, all we've said about that lap time. Just to go and casually go another 5/10 quicker.
Yeah, Franz to the line then. Keeps it really close to the wall. How he's going to put it? 27.3, only P3. So, Cheddar and GSR Weeze seem to be the best of everyone right now. GSR Weeze clear of Cheddar by 4/10 though. But Cheddar on the first runs of qualifying puts it P2. So
you've got to consider from Franz, obviously 2 laps done. Slightly more beat up tyres, maybe not ideal conditions to start a lap. But that's nothing to take away from that lap by Cheddar.
Yeah, so Elo Wired is on a cooldown. But ahead of him, I don't know what's going on with the laps of Lenny. Lenny is up. but so is Snotcop in P8 right now, who's just ahead of Lenny on track. So Snotcop will have to find a little bit of an improvement in the final chicane in called the Casio Triangle, of course. And then to the line for Snotcop. How much is he going to improve by? Will he be able to improve his position? No. He improves his lap time, but not his position. Lenny hops up to 6th, so he'll be very happy with that.
Solid lap.
Clownboy is down on his time, coming out of Spoon Curve. Sporting a helmet very similar to Hamilton's, which he's tried to make in the game, which is, I have to admire how close it is, to be honest.
Oh, he's done a very, very, very good job there.
Yeah. Maybe put more time into, driving a car. Maybe you won't be P10 in a 13-man lobby. But,
I mean, no need.
There was no need at all for that, to be honest. Oh well.
I'm on Team Clownboy, bro. He's going to win this race. Nothing you've ever done is constructive.
No. I just beat people down, and then they hopefully just get one back at me, and then make me eat my words. I do like eating, to be fair. GSL Wheeze is leading.
But you can't say that as I'm having a tub of ice cream to myself, Harry. For obvious people wondering, it's dairy milk caramel ice cream.
They're South African.
They're not a Cadbury.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you guys are missing out. Wheeze wins the championship. I'm sending you all a Cadbury chocolate bar. That's like everyone's participation trophy.
That'll cost you a lot of money.
What's going to cost me more, the shipment or the ice cream?
The shipment. Just,
I'm saying I can get like 25 bars of chocolate for like £25.
Yeah,
there's
something unsettling about GSL Wheeze being a car that's not an alpha. Like, the Williams is great. It looks great on board. It's great to see a Williams in P1. But GSL Wheeze is just suits an Alfa Romeo or an Alfa Tauri. But I guess we'll get used to it.
Gotta get used to that Williams in P1 as well. Alex Albon is going to do it.
What? Suzuka, yeah? In qualifying?
Yeah, obviously, man. That car is built for Suzuka.
That's true, actually.
That is not true at all.
No, high speed, they're brilliant.
Suzuka involves turning, the Williams don't do that.
Zandvoort. Anyway.
Nah, that's just Albon Masterclass, innit? Sergeant Shaw, P10, but then he just died.
Yeah. We blame the brake by wire issue.
Sergeant got Q3 and said he'd done his bit.
Yeah, so it's at the period of stagnation here now in qualifying. Trying to look at for drivers who are a bit out of place. And I'd say Calmboy is actually out of place, because I'd expect him to be ahead of both AlphaTauris, maybe ahead of Lenny. Yet again, Trey, I'd expect to be ahead of Lenny. The top four, Cheddar, like, I know I say it every week, he's driving brilliantly right now. And P2, as it stands, it'll be a brilliant qualifying result for him.
I mean, no offense to Cheddar, but can we go back to the Calmboy slander? Like, Carmet? I should have said Carnet. I'm going to apologise for that one.
Yeah, that was interesting. Calmboy's a 10th up on his lap time. So, constructive criticism.
Proving the haters wrong. I'm not good at math, so he's on for pole.
A 10th would put him still P10, but, it's the part of that where you don't brake much, so...
1.5 seconds in the second sector.
Yeah, well... You know how I've been saying about Calmboy's helmet? And not in a weird way, but, he's got it similar to Hamilton's. It's just a Connor Sport helmet, I've just noticed on the off-board camera.
Yes,
so he's done no effort at all.
I wasn't going to tell you, but...
So, anyway, Carnboy through the Casio triangle. Can he improve significantly enough to get himself somewhere that's not 10th? To the line then, Carnboy goes up to 6th. That's a much better lap from Carnboy.
I'm not sure if it's because we have the attention span of grapes or not, but Cheddar went an extra 2/10 quicker. Still can't lay a finger on Weeze's lap though.
I mean, if it's still another 5 seconds, if there's 5 seconds, we wouldn't be talking about Carnboy's helmet. But Cheddar, like I said multiple times already, and it's getting a bit repetitive, driving brilliantly at the moment, and a Haas car that's only been on the podium once this season, which was Cheddar, around Spa. The race where Elo Wyatt picked up an unlikely victory. Cheddar's going very well. So is Elo Wyatt lately, but Franz has gone up to pole at 26.8.
Boo! Boring. We see this every time. No more. We want Wee's championship fight.
Well,
who's backwards? Who did that? Trey.
Yeah, so GSL Weez will be thinking he can go a bit faster. Franz will be thinking he's doing exactly what he needs to do to keep his championship within arm's length of GSL Weez. And the thing that will help Franz today is the fact Quagga Roberets isn't racing.
Weez starting his lap now.
How well can the Williams driver go in this 1 minute 26? I reckon it'll be a 26.6 if he gets everything perfect. And first couple of corners looking decent for GSR Weez, but we don't expect anything different.
Let's not rule out Cheddar here. He's very, very close to this fight.
Oh yeah, of course.
Could we see a shot?
Is a bit too far away, but I'd love to be shot. GSR Weez up by 2/10 in the first sector, and there's not many braking zones in the first sector, so Weez is
just
on
slightly random
blind overlap.
I don't feel like we often see a shot pole in this league. It's always just the madnesses in the race.
Yeah, although Weez had a bit of a slide coming off the chicane. Not chicane, the hairpin.
Lenny retires
Lenny
from the race.
is gone at the hairpin. We'll try and
Thankfully,
figure out what happened there. Oh, he just lost it on the exit, got on the power too early, and that put him in the wall. That was not just... Yeah. Franz coming in to the pits. That could be him done. But GSR Weez has invalidated.
What's he going to do then? Is he going to dive into the pits? He's taking the Latifi route right now.
Yeah, he's just trying to keep out of the way, which is, I feel like is very sensible. You know, so Weez is not going to get pole. That, at the moment, is Franz's, but Cheddar's going to go for another run, so is Elo Wyatt. I believe Franz will try and get out again, but he's cutting it very close.
Cheddar's got this, man. Come on.
Is Franz going to get out for another run? I don't think so. There's only 2 minutes left. Are we going to see Franz out again? There's the Alfa Romeo of Trey. He's going to get another lap in if he gets it round in time. But Franz, we are going to see him. He's left it very, very late, though. So
we're going to see him on track. Will we actually see him set a lap, though?
That's the question. And traffic is going to be a bit of a pain on the lead up to his lap. And he's going to have to push on the tyres a lot more than he will want to. So Cheddar will have the clearest run, I think, out of the people fighting for pole today. And I'm all for it. Haas on pole. We kind of saw it in Brazil 2022.
For those who don't know, if Haas get a podium, I have to shave my head. So that race was a terrifying... Well, no, that qualifying session was a terrifying experience for me.
Did we say a Williams win as well? It was a Williams win or a Haas podium.
No, for you it's a Williams win. So Weez might be scaring you a bit.
And Afrodox has already, got a couple in. Whitwolf is done. So I'm still worried about Franz. I don't think he's going to get round in time. It's going to be very, very close. But Cheddar about to start a lap.
I think Franz is going to make it comfortably enough. Only problem we might have is Trey trying to back him up a little bit.
And if you're Trey, why wouldn't you? Like, so
instead of pushing it in this first sector, maybe pushing it a bit too hard, he put 2 tyres on the grass.
He's up by 2 tenths.
That car is sliding all over the place.
Oh no, he's
not
down.
Up by 2 tenths.
It was just the cutting across to him. Franz did make the line, only just. But I want to see what Cheddar can do into this hairpin, because Cheddar is still in this fight for pole, no matter what you say. Oh, he's backed off.
He backed it out.
Cheddar's no longer in the battle for pole. So over to you, Trey, because you will be the next big one to go across the line. Elo Wide is done. He improved by 2.5 tenths on his lap. He's only 4th.
I think Franz has seen Cheddar down on his map and has just decided he doesn't need to participate anymore.
Yep, waste of tyres. Trey is down on his lap time as well. One person who's up is Calmboy. So,
told you, Calmboy for pole.
Calmboy is not up enough to go to pole, I don't think, but he'll go maybe up to P5 if he gets this last sector brilliantly. And he's going to be behind the heart of Cheddar. So, what can Calmboy do through the final corner? He'll go to the line. Where will it put him? He goes up to 6th. That's a great lap from Calmboy. And that's 2 Mercedes in the top 6.
One of the only constructors to actually bring 2 drivers, but the best one to do it.
Yeah.
Trey got anything in his pocket? No, he hasn't. 2 tenths down.
So Franz is on pole, and we thought we'd get a bit of an exciting end to qualifying, but it's same old at the moment. But the whole grid is in a McLaren sandwich, so Melts, yeah, will not like the look of that one, I don't think. So Franz on pole, had a GSR Wheeze, then Cheddar, then Elo Wide, Trey, Calmboy, NZ Elite in 7th, then Lenny, I am Ironland, Whitwolf, Snotcop, Divan, and Melts. Divan crashing early on in qualifying. He's just not got to grips with the track yet. But when he's not got to grip with the track in qualifying, for some reason in the race he does exceptionally well. So look out for Divan in the race.
Always look out for Divan. I mean, especially if he's behind you.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Harry, I was correct. They do have Cadbury.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, thank you, Mally. Have that one.
Well, I was wrong. Well, stupid colonisation, eh?
That big up colonisation. They've got Cadbury. Listen, hear me out. They might be stuck with Hershey's if we didn't.
Ah, yeah, so 1-0 Britain.
Exactly. 2-0 Britain if we want to count football.
Yeah, for God's sake. No, but shabla-la-la, it was, that moment was elite. So
I say 3-0 Britain if we want to count hate crimes committed.
Hey, that will get a bit too far. Anyway, it's dry.
I mean, it was time to play my favourite game of the session of watch the stewards awkwardly sway back and forwards until the race actually starts.
Yeah, Gerald in at the front of the screen, you know, clearly had some sort of midlife crisis. His hairline is extremely far back and he's got a bald patch. So
you reckon, right? Imagine the absolute miracle if you paid to go on that Ferris wheel and it just got stuck at the top. Like,
what?
That would be... Yeah, that'd be the greatest thing of all time.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, if anybody here knows how to break... God damn it, I don't know what they're called. I think I literally just said it, but...
A Ferris wheel.
A Ferris wheel. If anyone here knows how to break a Ferris wheel, hit me up on email. We can sort something out. Well, to divert from my slightly dodgy conversation.
If you need the email, it is wewon'treadthis@gmail.com. So, because we'll
who do you
forget
think's
about
going to
it
win
in
this
5
race
minutes.
anyway?
Well, it's gonna be Franz or Weeze, but if we get Prost in a moment, I'm all for.
Can we say that with a bit like we had a bit of emotion, not disappointment to that? We're going to have a great fight all race long between the two championship contenders because Aphrodite is just dead. And it's going to be brilliant. And it's live. There we go. How about that?
And it's live. We need some
Got
Peter
to put some
Drury
elbow grease
commentary.
into it. I mean, Cheddar, you know, Cheddar for a podium. Love to see it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the big battle. The battle for the podium.
I
Cheddar,
think
Elo Wide, Trey, Carnboy, Enzi, even. Ironland, maybe, yeah. Anyone, actually, out of that 3rd to 13th could easily get on the podium today.
I think it could literally just be a fight to the death. I think, genuinely, if safety cars didn't exist, Weeze and Franz could go and run this race by about 25 seconds.
I'm going to ask the question if anyone in the chat can answer. Because there's only 13 drivers and points go out to the top 15, can me and Fizz get the final 2 points? I mean...
I've technically raced this season, so...
So have I. I raced the first round.
No, but did your lobby have to restart?
No.
Yeah, no. Don't disrespect me, bro.
Give
Brad
me the
Pitt
point.
memento. You've never seen so many laughs in a stream. Thank you for the 10 people watching, by the way. Because as the brilliant person I am, I've learned how to actually check this stuff.
Yeah, my phone's dead, otherwise I would. But, and my charger's by my bed. And that means
If I click the if I click the live button at the top right on my phone, that's not gonna like start a new stream in it, is it?
No,
That's
no.
gonna. There we go. I've got Stream Manager.
Check what who the viewers are.
Yeah, I'm on the Stream Manager tab. So if there's anything you need me to do, let me know.
Just read chat, you know.
Gonna do Harry's job then.
Has done the exact same thing for the last 3 minutes. So that means we'll be going underway shortly. Hopefully we get a great race, but it is Suzuka on an F1 game, so got to be a little bit pessimistic.
How many drivers finished this race? Let's place bets on that.
8.
I think 8's quite optimistic. I mean, I love this league. I love the drivers, and I think this is probably the best league for racing quality I have ever seen. But Suzuka,
yeah.
Water's wet.
I mean, yeah.
Unless you don't think water's wet, you're entitled to your own opinion, but that opinion's wrong.
Water theoretically can be dry.
No, how can water be... Water is the vessel that makes things wet. Water is wet.
I am on a wind-up. Anyway. We're about to go to 5 red lights. Oh, we've got a formation lap.
This exists again. Wow.
Well, that's a lot nicer.
The absolute intuitiveness for you to read 5 red lights as there was 1.
Yeah, well, so Franz signs go to hards. So those two Salwis. Cheddar on the mediums, Elo wide on the hards, then you got Trey on the soft, so watch out for him in the opening laps. You got Carnboy and Enzi looking to punch their way through the field as well. Lenny in 8th on the hards, Ironland on the mediums, Whitwolf on the hards, so you got Snotcop, Divan and Melt all on the softs. So all 3 tyre compounds being shown at the start of this race.
Also, a grand total of 20 minutes ago. Had to. I should be able to read that, but I'm not very good at reading, so I'm just gonna call you 7. Asked, is Boom Broker smoking trees again? And if we had to pick a reason for why he's not here, yeah, if we had to pick a reason for why Boom Broker's not racing, probably is smoking trees.
I mean, there were a lot of trees at Imola, but there's also a fair few trees around Japan, so you know.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed in that.
Yeah, I mean, long day.
Long day for us all. But hopefully you guys can unwind, listen to the voice of an autistic guy and an autistic guy. And enjoy some racing. How many people do you think watch this on mute?
I wouldn't be surprised if half of them do. We've got 12 viewers right now. Fair play. We're going
We've got 13, so count.
On when I press the home button on my Xbox, it says 12. So anyway, Fran's going to line up on the grid. Then Wheeze, and then Cheddar. 3 different cars in the top 3. We're so used to that this season. Cheddar, we wanted to make big strides towards the front, as he has still not won a race this season. The 4 around him, though, Franz, Wheeze, Elo Wide, and Trey, have all been there. So
Franz is positioning himself for this. He's going to cut off.
Snotcop has done a thing. It's a bit of an L for Snotcop. But we're going to rev up now, hopefully, to 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5 red lights. And we go racing here in Japan. And it's a very good launch. It's a very good launch for Franz. It's a good launch from Cheddar. GSR Wheezy have to slot in between them, but Wheeze goes better on the brakes.
Start from Trey. Poor start from Elo.
Yeah, so Trey getting the better of Elo Wide. Convoy getting past his teammate. But it was all very sensible going through the first sector so far. Enzi and Elo Wide are going at it. Enzi trying to get ahead of Elo Wide. Elo Wide falling down the pack like... I don't really know what analogy I was going to say there.
A brick. Just pick a heavy object, like a brick. But Trey making the most out of these soft compound tyre on this opening lap. Is he going to go down the upside?
Oh, a bit of a Constantina effect there for the AlphaTauris. Both of them having a bit of a wobble. Divad is going to try and make amends. If he goes up into 11th place, Melt's trying to get a move done as well. Divad's going to try and get 2 people in the space of a couple of quarters, but he's side by side with Snotcop on the run down to Spoon Curve. Now, which way is Divad going to go? He couldn't really pick a spot. But he's now stuck behind Snotcop in the AlphaTauri. But Divan seemed to have a little bit of pace on this opening lap.
Wheezy's put the battery on. Wheezy's closing in. Is Wheezy going to go for a move? He just thinks better of it.
Yeah, race isn't always won on lap 1. But if there's any track where it could be here. But Wheeze is going to try and play this smartly, as he's going to try and get into the slipstream of Franz. He's going to go to the inside, and GSR Wheeze has taken the lead ahead of Franz.
Not having a good race.
And Cheddar
already
is going to try and get involved in this as well. But GSR Wheeze doing everything right on this opening lap. On the opening couple of laps.
Good move. I mean, he's done all he has to do there. Same compound tyre, so it's just a game of management here.
Yeah. Wheeze trying to go and run down the road now. Franz saving a bit more ERS than Wheeze. Trey getting ahead of Cheddar though. And
I think there's a bit of desync at play here.
No, Trey is ahead of Cheddar.
Is he? Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a VSC. Is that Melts? Yes, Melts has spun it. Bit of a
meltdown for McLaren right now, this lap. Franz losing the lead, and then Melts without a front wing. And he's into the gravel.
Just asking, Willie, are the gaps between cars fine for you?
Yeah, everything's fine for me.
Well, though for me, Trey is 1 minute and 35 seconds behind after the opening lap.
Well, that's fun.
Poor
Trey is only
opening
2.5
lap from Trey, I must say.
Away from Franz.
I mean, Trey on those
We're
soft
going
compound
racing
tyre
again.
could very well take the fight to the lead in 2.
Well, I mean, we kind of saw this Spa, but then Trey went on a weird strategy and it just ruined his race. So
it was
Trey,
absolute raw pace from Trey at Spa.
Yeah. And strategically, it came away from him. But Trey is on the podium, in the podium places yet again, which means Cheddar has fallen out of it. Wheeze is going to try and get further up the field, as Franz will be wanting to try and stay with him. But Wheeze is just using his ERS to try and get away from him, because the 1 second gap will be crucial around here.
5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Doesn't get much worse at this point.
No, Melt's mainly out of contention for the rest of this race. We'll see how he gets on. If he could recover to some decent points. We'll see. Points go down to 15th, and there's only 13 people racing today, so points will go to everyone if we finish the race. But Melts will be willing to try and get better than the 4 that are on offer for P13.
2 Mercedes are going to go at it into 130R. Or is Carnboy going to think the better of it? He does. Boo, boring. Come on, lads.
Well, so the 2 Mercedes swap positions, and they're going to both try and get ahead of NZ Elite. It was a poor start to the race for wide standards.
He's clawing it back now, though.
Yeah, and he's down the wheel tracks of NZ Elite with the DRS wide open. And he's going to pull to the inside. That was very close.
There was a bit of contact from NZ, but thankfully both drivers seem to have got away with it.
But Elo wide back up to 5th place. And one thing, Cheddar and Trey stayed with the front runners here.
I mean,
Cheddar,
I think for their sake, they're just going to have to hope that Franz and Wheeze kind of go at it, and they can just stay right behind these lots, stay in their slipstream, stay in the DRS. I mean, Trey on the mediums, soft, is doing what he needs to do. Cheddar on the mediums is doing a very good job to keep up with Trey.
I'm interested in which strategy is going to work the best. Obviously, Wheeze and Franz are on the same one, but I'm interested to see what Trey can do on his softs and what Cheddar can do on his mediums.
Give it an early safety car and we'll see.
I think Cheddar's going to overcut Trey, but undercut the other 2.
I think after the stops we could see a very, very mixed up grid then.
Yeah. But Wee's getting a bit all over the road on the exit of the Casio Triangle. That will allow Franz to get in the wheel tracks. But look at this. Look who's involved here as well. Trey's going to try and make it through.
Is he going to go into the lead?
Go on, Trey, down the inside. He thinks better of it, but he's still there, you know. Go on, Trey. Around the outside. Maybe. And Franz gets back into lead, but Wee's losing 2 places along that straight because Trey's done everything right there. And there's yellow flags, and that is Whitwolf, who has spun it on the exit of the final corner.
Done that twice now.
Yeah, but Trey is putting up some brilliant fights here. He's doing everything right on that soft compound.
He's just showed us the power of DRS around here. If you can't get the move done the rest of the lap, doesn't matter. Stay close, stay near, bit of ERS, bit of DRS, job's a good one.
In that sense, it's very like Hungary. Like...
Yeah. There's almost like a designated overtaking spot.
Melts with the fastest lap. That's something going well for him.
Shooting himself in the foot again, really, isn't he? Just telling himself what could have been.
Yep.
Well, are we going to see another mix about of places here down the straight, I wonder? Another yellow in Sector 2. It is Whitwolf again. Really not having a fun time around here, but hardly anyone is. I feel like we could see 6th place change over, but that is not where we're going to be looking on down the straight.
Nope. Because the fight for the lead, which is now going to be his fight for 2nd place, is well and truly underway as Weeze is going to try and recover back to where he believes he should be. After that, well, poorly managed lap 5, it has to be said.
And the one thing that must be said is everybody actually sitting around a similar level of battery, which is almost something you don't expect with Trey, gunning it as much as he is. Everybody is sitting around 30%. So it does mean that Trey hasn't just jumped the gun early, burnt his battery out, and he's here because of that.
Car.
It's not cop. Dire time for the Alpha Tauris at the minute.
Yep. That could change things. That could really play into the hands of Trey, depending on how long this stays out for.
It's a risk. 23 laps on the hard compounded tyre. It's a risk he's willing to take. All the power to him. I mean, those soft compounded tyre are going to start to lose their advantage now.
It's interesting what he'll do, because he's dropping off the back of Franz.
Interestingly, he's dropped off the back of him significantly underneath the
VSC
there.
Drive-through.
I just think Trey didn't quite get that VSC restart right, dropping back about 0.3 of a second. He has held on to the DRS though.
But behind, Cheddar, all over the back of GSR Wheeze, but GSR Wheeze has just got a significantly better straight line setup, it has to be said.
Or he's just in the Williams.
Yeah. But 2 people overtook him in the same part, so...
Oh, there's also, a spin at Lenny. Lenny's round.
And we're starting to see the mistakes creep in as the tyres start to fall off, but we didn't expect it from the hard runners. We expected it from maybe Trey. Well, I expected it from Divan by now, but what I kind of said before the race started...
How have you said that as I spectate him, and he just disappears off into the gravel? Never to be seen again. Well, he is seen again, he's back on track now, but...
Well, Divan hasn't done anything stupid thus far. So...
Well done, mate. Step in the right direction. That's a mistake from Franz.
Missed that.
We don't see many of them, but Franz just got caught on the curve going through the double left-hander, dragged him wide, and after narrowly escaping the DRS.
Look at this! Look at the run he's got into the Casio triangle. Here goes Wheeze down the inside, and he gets ahead of Trey. And now Wheeze is going to be back fighting for the race lead. But he had a bit of a wobble on the exit there. But also, look at Cheddar, who's going to have a slipstream on Trey.
Is he going to take his podium places back?
And this is exactly what Trey did to GSR Wheeze a couple of laps ago.
And it's close.
And that was very close to
contact. Close again.
Oh, a bit of wheel banging here between the Alfa Romeo and the Haas. Alfa Romeo supposedly going to be sponsoring Haas from next season in real life. Now they're fighting on track, and Cheddar gets the better of him. And that was great racing between those two.
But it must be said, this is, I feel, very disappointing for those two. As no one's going to blame each other. Everyone wants to see a battle on the track. But out of the DRS are the drivers ahead.
Yep, of course.
Cheddar's showing his pace though. He's closing in corner by corner. If he can just get into the DRS of Wheeze, he isn't out of this fight.
Yellow flag, Lenny's gone. That is a full safety
Virtual.
car. No, look, the safety car's on track.
Is it?
Yeah, on board with Whitmore.
The game's lying to me today.
Yeah, it says virtual safety car for me, but it is a full safety car.
There we go,
and
full
it's
safety
changed.
Car. Trey, loving life right now.
Yeah, this is perfect for his race. Maybe even Cheddar.
But Wheeze and Franz are not going to like cars they've been dealt here.
So
they will both come into the pits though.
This race has changed hands, and if Trey doesn't box, it would have been stupid. But so he does.
Elo comes in. Who else is
how long can the mediums go?
Is everybody going to come into the pits?
Oh,
Divan has completely missed the chicane.
He's into the pits though. Go on, someone stay out.
Wouldn't change much at this point.
No. So, yeah, again, we're on a massive mix of tyres, but now Cheddar's the one on the softs. This is
why
this
have
is
you done
very
this,
weird
Cheddar?
strategic. It's very weird strategically. This.
I love you, mate, but why have you do? Why? What are we doing here? I mean, hell, all the credit to him if this ends up working.
Yeah, it'd
It's a
be
risky
driver of the day
strategy.
worthy.
That just sounds like when the commentators on football are trying to plug BT. You've just like, there was no need for that comment.
I know. So if you are a SkyQ or Skyglass customer, please press the rest button.
Can you check your like emails in the middle? Invites and requests. I keep getting invites off somebody. Am I meant to be in a league race right now?
That would be very funny.
Oh, screw that. LSA's on, lads.
Yeah, it's been one of the deadest races of the season so far.
What?
But, hey, it's still been a bit of entertainment.
No. That wasn't to you, sorry. And for anybody that cares, Kyle Walker's extended his Man City contract, so...
West
Was
Ham are
it?
4th in the league.
Nobody's buzzing about that.
I am, man. Come on. We're massive.
How many places are West Ham actually massive in?
I mean, Prague is definitely. Bro, you've not seen the West Ham fan club in Ghana? Like, it is elite. Some like middle-aged white bloke from East London who supports West Ham got on a plane to Ghana to watch Mohamed Kudus play, and I respect the commitment, but I'd never do that. Like, it's quite far to travel to watch a player who, you know, for all we know, could turn out to be someone like, I don't know, Jack Wilshere. And like...
I've said it once and I've said it again. He has flair, excitement, and he looks like a class player. That is the Antichrist of David Moyes' football.
Yeah. Although Paqueta...
Right. Good ice cream. Right. Pre-Moyes Paqueta did at least 3 roulettes, 2 Maradona turns, and 1 rainbow flicker game. Since signing for West Ham, we get 1 a week.
Which is also 1 a game.
No, you can have 2 games in a week.
Yeah, I mean...
Sparingly, but...
Yeah, I'm just happy we're in Europa League. Like, back-to-back years in Europe. You know who can't say that?
You.
We can.
Who can't say that, Harry? Any other London club?
Tottenham, Chelsea, can't say that. Arsenal
no
can't
other
say
London club, Harry.
Yeah, no London club.
Yeah,
Man United can't say it.
Well, actually, can they?
I didn't think
They're
so.
qualified every year. They're just shit.
Oh, West Ham are better than Man United, confirmed. Anyway, safety car's in this lap.
Here we go.
And the only man on the softs is Cheddar. We've got a tray situation here, I think.
I mean, possibly he's just thinking that he's and friends are going to have to pit again anyway.
I think he saw how well Trey did on them softs. And he's thinking, oh, maybe if I do the same, there's a slight possibility that he can go and get something good from this race. And now Franz has gone very early, and he has done that to perfection. Cheddar is going to be in the wheel tracks of GSR Weeds. We're on lap 11 of 27 if you just joined us, as Cheddar has gone onto the softs under the safety car, and that was a very interesting call that we all thought in the commentary box. and he's going to get really close to the back of GSR Wheeze, but no overtakes being made thus far on this restart. Whitwolf coming into the pits to serve a drive-through, I believe. But Franz did everything right on that restart, but Trey has fallen off the back of Cheddar by quite a significant margin.
When he says commentary box, he does literally mean a box we found off the street and a karaoke set we nicked from a pub. So,
hey, the Trowbridge house is got a class commentary box. Karaoke set.
Cheddar's got to go for this, I think. He's got probably about 3 laps of prime time on those tyres. He's just got to go for it, gun it. Get ahead, see if he can pull a bit of time. Obviously, he's not taking these softs to the end.
The thing that will play against him is the fact that Franz and Wheeze are going to be fighting this for the, I think, will be the win later on, and for the lead on track right now. But Cheddar,
will that go against him though, or will it just mean he could see that cheeky gap open up?
It's interesting.
I think each driver, I think Franz and Wheeze won't be really counting Cheddar in this themselves.
Ahead of the Alfa Romeo of Trey, and he's looking to 4th place. But Wheeze setting the fastest lap there. But look at him, he's going to try and get into the wheel track. So Franz and these 3 can't be separated right now.
You're living the line wheel tracks today, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we see a lot of them in Somerset. Mainly from tractors.
You see a lot of potholes too, I'm guessing.
Oh, there's massive ones on my road. It's awful.
A guy threw his kid into one just to prove to the council how bad it was.
That's a bit extreme. Anyway.
No, I back it. Extreme sports are everyone's favourite sports.
Yeah, but throwing a kid into a pothole. Well,
at what point is it?
At what point is it not a pothole? At what point is it a crater? That's the real question.
The line, when does it stop being a pothole? When's it just a hole? Was right there.
Yeah, I don't go for the obvious answers. It's pointless after all.
I'm sure you did very well on your GCSEs.
Yeah, I did. Anyway, Cheddar is going to line up a move here. He's following Franz through 130. Yeah, he's going to think about it, but
Cheddar
is gone for it into the Casio triangle.
I don't think he really wanted to go for that, to be honest.
He hasn't lost too much out of that, though. So,
I mean, I feel like these few laps are a bit irrelevant. They're kind of just biding their time until the DRS does enable.
Yeah. But I think the idea there is that if he gets ahead of Wheeze, he can go and get a run on with DRS on Franz and maybe run away for a bit.
Clearly, it's been shown that Elo Wired has pulled off a great recovery from his lap one start.
Yeah, he has. Getting ahead of Trey.
Trey is definitely struggling on this hard compounder tyre.
Yeah, maybe starting on the soft wasn't the right idea. Or maybe that safety car wasn't a good thing for him, because it meant that he had to go to the hards.
I mean, don't rule him out later on into this race. I mean, those medium tyres are definitely going to struggle later on.
Yeah, the mediums will struggle. But could we see another pit stop? Certainly from Cheddar, I think.
Yeah, certainly from Cheddar. Whether or not that'll kind of bring Franz and Wheeze in a panic almost isn't off the cards.
Well, these two have been the fastest we've seen all season long. And she's always going to think about it. No, he's not. He's going to bide his time and maybe go for it down this straight, but he's not got the best of exits. And he's actually had quite a poor one in that.
What we've seen his setup is very, very straight line.
Yeah,
heavy,
look,
but he's
pulling away
in.
From Cheddar on the straight.
He just definitely didn't get the gap closed as much as he wanted. Cheddar knows he's running out of time here on this tyre.
Yeah, he's pushing loads and he's got significantly less ERS than the two ahead of him. So Cheddar is going to start falling away anytime soon, I believe. And that will allow Elo Wired to maybe be in the fight for the podium here. And we are now halfway through the race.
Looks like he might drop right to the back after his stop.
Yeah. Pushing too hard too early.
Trey really just dropping off from the fight for the podium. Might have to settle for a 5th or 4th here.
Maybe so, but Enzi, Carnboy is all over the back of Enzi, and we might see a move here, maybe into Spoon, but he thinks about it, and it's just they take so many different lines through Spoon, and I'm not sure which one was quickest. There, Enzi's line was quicker, but well, Carnboy is going to be in the ERS here.
Part 3 of Wheeze versus Franz down the straight. Can Wheeze get a good enough exit this time? Oh, he can't. He keeps pushing it way too hard into that first part of the chicane, and it just means he doesn't get the exit he needs to get this move done. If he just breaks that, if he breaks that 10 meters earlier, I think he'd be in the lead right now.
Yeah, he'll get it right eventually, but Enzi and Carnboy are still fighting this out for 6th place, and Carnboy is going to start getting a little bit frustrated being stuck behind the Alpine. Alpine obviously had some race wins this season. Yellow flags. That is an Alpha Tauri, and it's always been an Alpha Tauri this race. Yeah, apart from Lenny.
Whitwolf yet again. No offence, Whitwolf, but definitely not one for...
Whoa,
Divan! Well, that was the one we expected to be doing it, so...
Yeah, it was a lot later than we thought it would be, let's be honest.
Fair play for making it 15 laps.
Yeah, he's driven an okay race. Elo Wired has caught up to Cheddar now, and Cheddar's now 2 seconds behind the back of Wheeze. But Wheeze is going to probably think about a move into the Casio Triangle, because he's a lot closer to Franz on this lap.
But then again, it's just if he makes that move, is he just going to get switched back? What's going to happen? He just needs to break that little bit earlier, get the exit, but again, he just breaks later than Franz. It's better. It's definitely better. It is better. 3 tenths of a second compared to the usual 5.
There's a big opportunity
this the one?
Here.
Cheddar comes into the pits. It is.
And Wheeze into the lead. And he's finally got the move done on Franz, who is the championship leader. But Wheeze is going to put up that fight until the very end of this season. And Wheeze is going to try, hopefully for his sake, run away and go into the distance to get some points over Franz in the championship. That's what I was trying to say, but I just couldn't get the words out, you know. In other news, Carnboy still stuck behind Enzi, and there's yellow flags and Ghetto.
Just don't need to.
No.
He's done it right at the final corner, so he's got to limp an entire lap without his front wing.
Yeah.
Which round here isn't the greatest thing. Wheeze has pulled the second.
Yeah, that's crucial for this race, and he's done it with still a significant amount of VRS. But can Franz pull back into that? He's not far away.
It's going to be tight, but detection zone coming up.
Oh, he's going to be within. He's gonna still be in it. Yeah, Franz has got the DRS.
It's not over yet then.
Yeah, just
but what's Cheddar got in his locker for the rest of this lap then? I mean, Cheddar, if he gets a fastest lap point, I feel like he might just have to take that one go.
Well, Cheddar's gone for the almighty of undercuts. And he's gone for something different, which I respect, but he may have thrown a podium finish out of the window, because he was looking nails on for it. But now that position is taken up by Elo Wired. Now it's going to be a matter of how quickly the mediums go off.
I mean, we'll definitely tell when they go off, because Trey will all of a sudden look like Ayrton Senna around here. Did Ayrton Senna ever make it past lap 1 of here? Is probably a better question to ask. As
I don't know.
Finally, Carnboy has got the move done on Enzi.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming for Carnboy. Having one of his best
Yellows
races.
Again. I'm not even going to say it. Oh my god, he hasn't... Oh my god. Oh, poor lad. Another lap without a front wing, okay? Oh, he's going to get lapped. But Franz has closed in significantly this lap.
Yeah, this fight is no longer over.
Was it ever?
In the first place. No. Enzi is staying with Calmboy. Can he get the better exit off of the Casio triangle? He might, you know. And he's going to be within the DRS. Here goes Enzi Elite. And he's going to try and get a move on Calmboy. And he's gone back up into 5th place. And that was smart racing.
Melts and Ironland going at it. Contact constantly. Baggy wheels and they've crashed and they've crashed.
Oh! Melt getting spun round by the Red Bull. And that is very Verstappen-esque.
I would not call that Melts being spun round. To me, Melts has completely turned in on him out of frustration. Whitwolf being lapped by the grid now just sits on the side of the track, letting everyone get by.
Try and get to the end of the race, isn't he? At this point, he wants to at least get some points. Same with
Melts has to pit.
Yeah, he's got half a front wing. Divan getting all over the road at turn 1.
Well, interesting to say. I mean, brilliantly to say, actually. 2/3 of the race done, and that was the first bit of major contact we've seen.
Yeah, lock up there for Weeze, going into the Casio triangle.
He is human.
Yeah. Haaland when he doesn't score against Burnley. Bad man.
He did score, Harry. He scored 2.
Yeah, wrong team.
There was an attempt. Carnboy has not had a fun time behind Enzi this race. Enzi has just had so much pace, and Carnboy's been so close to him.
Enzi's put up a superb drive.
Oh, he has.
Yeah, no, he's definitely one of the contenders for drive of the day for me, because he's putting up a very great defensive drive.
God, Melts. It's like he's had about 15 seconds worth of penalties this race, I think.
Yeah, like contenders for drive of the day is hard. It's hard to say. But I think if at the moment, for me, it goes to Enzi. But
I have to go for like 30 seconds, and I apologise for this. But commentator's curse, I'm going to go, nothing's going to happen while I'm gone. And we'll see about that in a second.
Well, yeah, because Franz and Weeze are going to come within touching distance of each other, and these two cannot be separated at the moment, as they are just putting up a brilliant fight this season. Yellow flag in sector 1. Guess who is basically the answer, but he's changed his front wing, so well in Whitwolf. Franz a bit too far back to make the move into turn 1. He is still trying to stay with him, and he's gonna. It's all about conserving the tyres and the ERS for the rest of this race to go for something towards around lap 26, when the other driver can't really do anything for the rest of the race. It's all about managing this, and one thing Enzi is doing is managing his defensive drive brilliantly over Carnboy, because Carnboy is stuck behind the Alpine, and Enzi is putting up a brilliant drive, and he is definitely one of the contenders for drive of the day today. But you can't take it away from GSR Weeze or Franz right now, as they are going. Well, they're clearly the fastest 2 drivers in this league.
Did my commentator's curse work then?
Whitwolf.
Just saying the names gives it away. Not one to remember for him.
All fight between Ironman and Cheddar. Cheddar's on his recovery drive.
Whitwolf has made it into the pits this time.
Yeah.
He's going to watch this back, and he's I'm so sorry, Whitwolf.
Yellows. Dive. That's a safety car. And that is going to throw it all up in the air. And Weeze is in, so is Franz. Elo Wired's in. Everyone's going to box now, and that is not great news for Cheddar.
Is Cheddar in the lead? Has Cheddar pulled enough time? He's gonna need to get a move on.
Enzian, Charmboyan. Cheddar's got to stay out here.
Yeah, he has to.
And he is. But where will he come out? So,
Fourth?
it'll be Yeah, it'll be fourth.
Oh, that's unfortunate for him. And without the safety car, it was looking like Weeze and Franz were going to hold out anyway.
This just puts a different end to the race which we thought we was going to get. And I'm all for it, so that's just poor for Cheddar. Like, he went for a different strategy, it nearly worked, it's just, maybe 2 laps later.
Yeah, if he would have had that extra bit of time. But, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Weeze versus Franz will happen on another... They've been on all 3 compounds this race.
They are going to struggle. I mean, Cheddar's going to struggle now. Everybody on track, apart from Snotcop, is on the soft compound tyre. Bar Cheddar.
Lapped nearly twice, so...
Snotcop hasn't. No, Whitwolf.
Whitwolf's
been lapped twice, not Snotcop.
Yeah, he's on lap 19, so...
Jesus.
Billing Chile. Is this alright phrase?
Well, I mean, question of the day. Is this race going to be won by Weeze? Is it going to be won by Franz, Elo?
Here comes NZ Elite!
I think NZ Elite... Give me hell, never rule anybody out of this, but I think NZ just might struggle to get ahead of the cars he needs to get himself into this fight.
I am an Alpine fan. I'm an AlphaTauri fan, but they've gone and ruined their reputation today. So...
He's just French, lads, just to be clear. Oh, that was
I'm a Gasly fan, man.
Sneeze. I'm gonna have to check. I was unfortunately discovered by people, and I haven't been checking the Twitch chat. Just so you know, that's Harry's job. But I've so graciously
right now.
Nah, it doesn't matter. I've so graciously helped him.
Yeah, graciously.
Obviously, I'm not even mentioning it.
Yeah. I would like to know what's going on, but I can't. My phone's dead.
Well, I looked at it for like half an hour and nobody spoke. So unless, like, everybody opened up... Harry, 20 minutes ago you were told not to disrespect Jack Wilshere.
I mean...
We're such good stream hosts, Harry.
I do disrespect Jack Wilshere because he was a flop at West Ham.
That's West Ham's problem.
Yeah.
Jack Wilshere, baller.
That's
Theo
Manuel
Walcott,
Pellegrini's fault for signing an injured Jack Wilshere. So, Whitwolf has called it a day. Well, I wouldn't say call it a day. He's just gone off in the S's. So, 10 drivers left.
Wait, is he crashed under safety car?
Yes. The 10 drivers will fight this out for the win. Cheddar and Trey.
No way! I'm going to story time with Fizz. A girl in my school got battered at the Met stop, which is like tram, like transportation services. And some guy started a GoFundMe for her because she has autism. Do you want to know how much money it's made? Make a guess.
Go on then. About 20 grand.
Jesus Christ, Harry, I'm from Wythenshawe. We're not exactly rich. She's made 5 grand and has got tickets to the United game. In about 3 days. Well, she's got 5 grand and depression now.
And then therapy sessions, which are going to cost 5 grand. So she's got nothing.
Apparently, it's who needs therapy. She's going to have a trip to Disneyland. But Wheeze is going to get us going on the exit of the corner. Has he caught Franz off guard? Not really. He has caught either wide off guard though, who is closely followed by Cheddar, even more closely followed by Trey and Enzi.
Here comes Enzi though, look at him. He's going to try and go around the outside, and this is what I said, here comes Enzi Elite. He's going to think about it on Trey, but Trey's going to think about it on Cheddar. But Enzi Elite is now in well and truly in this battle for like 4th place.
Who knows if this could go up to 3rd? Elo already dropped by 1.3 seconds. It just shows the calibre of those front two.
Yeah. Elo Wide, of course, was in the championship battle for Season 1, a little bit for Season 2, but Season 3 is just not the same. You know? He's not hitting as different as he used to. It's crazy to think, isn't it? But here goes Enzi Elite. He's going to think about it down the inside into the hairpin. A little bit of contact with Trey, but that's just optimism ahead of adhesion, and Enzi Elite is going to cede the position, and that is the right thing to do, because Enzi Elite did make a slight bit of contact and it offset Trey's car. But he's going to go for it, maybe into Spoon. He's not going to go for it. That would have been a stupid move, but I would have still done it in an open lobby, so. But anyway, Enzi Elite providing all the action lately. He's going to think about it. Is he going to go to the inside at 130R? No, he's not. To the inside at 130. Oh, yes. What a move.
All balls. Absolutely no other thinking there.
Yeah,
that was just
try
the power
and fight
of
forward
confidence.
for 4th place now, because Cheddar is on significantly older tyres, and Enzi Elite is on the fresher and softer rubber. So Enzi Elite, who I said is going to be my contender for driver of the day, is going to try and make that pro.
Oh, is he going to go for it?
Oh, that would
He's
be a
making it
move.
stick. Oh. Jesus, it was close there. No contact. Just about gets away with it. You can see how much Cheddar's struggling on those tyres.
Yeah, he's just got to defend, but Enzi Elite is going to try and get up into 4th place. But hello, Trey. You've just gone and thought, oh yeah, that was a brilliant move from Trey. Oh my lord, what a move.
Trey wasn't having it. It's not your 4th place, it's mine actually. And there's nearly contact between the two. As Enzi's just a bit late on the brakes.
We've waited quite a bit of time for it. We've had a bit of entertainment. It's not been the best races of all time. But now Carnboy's going to try and get involved with Enzi Elite, like he has been involved with him since about lap 1. But Enzi is now losing all rhythm, and now he's going to fall down the order a little bit. But Trey's going to try and rise. I don't know.
Because Franz is close.
He's used slightly more ERS, but he's not got the exit off the final corner. Trey and Enzi still going at this. Oh, this is very close racing between the Alpine and the Alfa Romeo. And it's
onto the grass goes Trey.
Yeah.
2 wheels. Oh my god, this is... Trey goes 2 wheels
wide.
on the grass,
It's
nearly
3
contact.
wide, it's turn 1,
Drops
Enzi
to
Elite's
2.
going to hold the inside line. Can Enzi hold on to try and take 4th place?
Carnboy's getting past Cheddar.
Enzi Elite is up into 4th place. What a move from Enzi Elite. And that is going to be looked back on for a while. I think it's one of the best overtakes
This
we've
has
seen
been
in this
one of
league.
the better battles of this season. It may have only been going for about 3 laps, but this has been absolutely brilliant. Like, nothing but respect between the two of them. They know that they can trust their lives in the hand of each other.
Look at the train. It goes all the way back to Snotkop in 10th.
Franz only has 3 laps to get this move done. DRS enabled for the 3 of them. 3 tries, 3 strikes. Is he going to do it? What do you think?
We'll soon find out, but Enzi is going very well. And he's kept it within track limits. Could play a part here, you know. We haven't seen many, but I reckon we'll see a lot towards the end here. I could easily be proven wrong. Enzi Elite has now got a massive train to deal with. Look at it. It's ridiculous looking on the off-board camera. Carnboy 9.
Trey going to go for it around the outside?
He is, but Enzi defends as well. Franz has
got the lead. Franz has taken the lead. Bit of a boring move, but it's all these two have managed to really get over each other.
Is it too late for GSLE to do anything about it on the final couple of laps? You know why? He's going to hold on for 3rd. I think that's all he's going to get today. Enzi Elite has lost 2 positions, and he's made a bit of a wobble there. But Trey and Cheddar's done very well to hold on here, by the way. Shout out to Cheddar. This has been a remarkable recovery drive, and he's done well to hold on to 5th place. But that little strategical mishap, which I wouldn't say turned into... It turned into a mishap because of the safety car, but it was...
Unfortunately, Harry, I know how much you're loving that battle. I think we are going to have to look towards the front, because Weeze has got one more attempt at trying to take back the lead of this race.
Maybe 2.
If he does not get him down the straight, it would have to be a colossal move.
So 2 laps to go. Well, 1.5 of these 2. GSR Weeze is going to have to try and make something stick. Is he going to try and do it into 130? Yeah, that will be something special if he can. To the inside. He does go for it. And Weeze is up into the lead again. But is Franz going to try and break later? He does. And Franz has spun round. Franz has gone round. But
well, it's not the first time we've seen a late mistake from Franz. Trey and Cheddar smell blood in the water.
Elo Wide is after 2nd place, and that will be looked at obviously after the session, but we didn't expect something like this. Senna and Prost came together in 92. Weeze and Franz come together today. Elo Wide's going to take 2nd after this.
On my screen, there wasn't contact. But EA have made a brilliant game, as we do know. So, this amazing fight we see. Can Trey have a go at Franz to take the points he's just about going to salvage out of the race off of him?
Trey seems to be going a little bit quicker. Franz must have a little bit of damage on the car, because he's not going as quick as I thought he'd be going at this stage.
Just a quick thing as well. If that is a 10-second penalty for Weeze, he would finish last. Or,
yeah,
no,
crazy.
Actually, close enough to 8th, 9th, something like that.
Yeah, it'll be a big championship blow, but we'll soon find out. Trey is giving it everything to try and get maybe in with a little bit of a reach with the podium place. And we're going to follow this. Out front, it is going to be Weeze. He goes through 130R, now is on the run down to the Casio Triangle. He is going to come through the final couple of corners. We're not following on the onboard, but he's going to go through the final corner, and he is going to take the checkered flag and win in Suzuka. Elo Wide will take 2nd after all of this. Franz will take 3rd and spins across the line, synchronised with Trey. Cheddar in 5th. Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't think Trey's breathing, I can't lie to you.
I don't really know how to sum up what just happened there. I don't know. I was too busy looking at the stupid...
Beautiful, that's how we were...
I don't even know how the rest of it finished, but that is one of the closest finishes between 1st and last we've seen this season.
Late safety car might have helped it out, but...
Yeah, but it was still very, very close. But
Lila Hamilton on the left-hand side.
Yeah, so GSR Weeze takes the win. Ahead of Elo Wired in 2nd in the end. Brands will, no matter what happens, won't get the win. It'll either be GSR Weeze or Elo Wired, because Elo Wired wasn't in any sort of incident all race long. So Elo Wired, if GSR Weeze gets a penalty, which isn't out without, it isn't out of the realms of possibility, Elo Wired could end up with another win this season. Brands in 3rd after the late contact with GSR Weeze. The 2 championship rivals coming together. Then Trey in 4th ahead of Cheddar. Then NZ Elite, Carnboy, Ironland, Snotcott, Melt, Whitwolf, Divan and Lenny. Obviously Whitwolf, Divan and Lenny all having pretty just dead races, to be honest. Well,
yeah. Well, it's time for our favourite segment of the after race. Who is your driver of the day?
I'm going to give it to Cheddar. All things...
I mean, I think you're the executive here, but for me, it's got to be Elo Wired. Had a terrible start to the race.
He's definitely
He's clawed it back. 2nd place. I mean, Elo Wired has done everything he could after the start of this race. I feel like Cheddar could have been in his position, but just messed up the strategy.
I'll go and agree with you. Elo Wired is our driver of the day. He's put together some really good races of late, as Elo Wired. Obviously winning in Spa.
Pop the champagne as well, because that makes Elo Wired our only repeat driver of the day this season.
Yeah. Therefore, he is the best driver in this league.
Yep, he leads. Elo Wired leads the driver of the day championship.
Yeah, I mean, Boom Roker's joint second for that, so. Anyway, make of that what you will. Alright, we'll catch you next time for what I believe is the Qatar Grand Prix.
Boo.
Unfortunately, yeah. It is a bit of a L.
If anyone can make a good race out of it, it's
and
here.
Yeah, and your winner today was GSL Wees, but check Tier 1 Driver Lounge and we'll give updates of penalties and everything. We'll see in a couple of days who gets that win. It's going to be like Giancarlo Fisichella at not at Monza, at Imola, like in 2004 or whatever. He got the win a week later. You know,
we might need like a Drive to Survive-esque show about what goes on in the driver's paddock here. But the problem is everyone's so kind to each other. It's too wholesome, man. We need a bit of spice.
You want to get pole position because it means you'll be starting first. Like, and for the 11th time this season.
That's where we're going to end the stream, I think, Harry.
Yeah.
Have a great night, everyone.